what JCRC does as its mission really resonates with me. It's extremely important with respect to the concept of Jewish peoplehood here in New York and dealing with the whole multi-ethnic, multi-religious panoply of people in New York City. JCRC really is that important interface between the Jewish community and all these other communities. I'm honored to be receiving this award. I hope that it kind of spurs other people to think about how they can be activists and how they can essentially be proactive in using their spare time to get things done. My dad was a refugee from Belgium, came here at age 3 during World War II. They basically escaped the Nazis through occupied France, over into Spain, got a boat to Cuba, and were in Cuba for a number of months before they got into the US. My mom is a second-generation American. I think having that, I'll say, mixed background a bit, where my dad was essentially a refugee and my mom was a native-born American, it makes you more sensitive to just a lot of different issues. Certainly you're more sensitive in general to the concept of immigration and refugees, but also just the duality of how that kind of combines. It is reflected in my own identity in lots of different ways. It's just part of how your upbringing molds the person that you are today. I was raised in a home that was very active Jewishly and very activist in general. And I remember my mom was very involved in the Soviet Jewry movement when I was a little kid. She dragged me to rallies. When I was older, I actually got arrested at sit-ins in front of the Soviet mission and brought my dad to that. So it's in the water. I had it in the water and in the air at home when I was growing up, and we're raising our kids the same way. I find the philanthropic pursuits pretty fulfilling. I like the diversity of things that I do. I find it intellectually engaging, and I just can't see doing anything else. So I hope the things that I'm doing in the philanthropic world are making a difference. I do hope that to some degree it's a bit of a call to action to others to do the same. We all have lots of spare time at different points in our lives, and when the occasion arises to have that spare time, to use it productively. I was teaching when I was working at BlackRock. I created the training program at the company. While I was there, I was teaching at night at Columbia Business School, and since retirement, I've been teaching at NYU in the business school and at some different Israeli colleges. And I just love teaching. I became a New York City sightseeing guide on a lark, just for the fun of it. I am, however, qualified to get a job on one of those should I need a second career. The thing I'm most proud of are our kids. We have 3 really, really wonderful kids. They're our pride and joy. Everything they've accomplished so far, everything they're going to accomplish, we just love it, and it's the best. But they're on the right path. One of my daughters is a teacher. She's getting her master's in education. Another of my daughters is a management consultant. So between the 2 of them, they're covering the business side and the education side, kind of dual aspects of things that I've done as well. And my son's still in college, and we'll see where he ends up. It's always an interesting question, what mark you want to leave on the world. I'll probably take the concept of tikkun olam, which is the Jewish concept of repairing the world in a particularist way, and apply it more universally, and just hope that I'm leaving the world a better place as a result of my presence. One of the things I've gotten into in my post-retirement is impact investing, meaning investing that has a dual purpose, where you're simultaneously earning a financial return and at the same time doing some sort of social or environmental good. It's really an honor to be getting this award. I'm really only here because of my parents and my family. So even though I'm the one who's getting the award, I really do feel that my parents are getting it along with me, as are my wife and kids. I have a strong attachment to Israel. Went there for the first time when I was a teenager, have been back many, many times since. My sister moved there about 20 years ago with her family, so we visit all the time. I have developed a lot of business interests there. In addition to teaching there in 2 different colleges, I'm now invested in a number of businesses and a number of funds. The Shofar Award, I'm really honored to be receiving it. I do think that I've tried to live up to the ideals of the concept behind the award. And the concept behind the award is really to step up and do something when you see that it needs to be done, and not necessarily wait for someone to ask you to do it.